Welcome to the DisabiliTEA, a podcast where we have candid discussions about all things related to disability. Short-term, long-term, financial claims, impact on other areas of life, causes in the workplace, and more. With your host, attorney Anjel Burgess. You can find this show at www.disabilityhelpline.com and on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and more. Now here's the host of the DisabiliTEA, Anjel Burgess.
Welcome to the DisabiliTEA. Today, I have the pleasure of having not one, but two guests to join us. I'd like to welcome from Clubhouse Atlanta, founder and board co-chair Susie Kyle, and executive director Denise Brodsky. Welcome to both of you.
Hi, welcome. It's great to be here.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Well, let's dive right into talking about Clubhouse. Denise, can you start off by telling us what is Clubhouse and what you do?
Oh, I would love to. Thanks for asking. Clubhouse Atlanta is meant to be a truly inviting place for adults who live with mental illness that gives them respect, gives them dignity and courage to reach their fullest potential and to be valued as contributing members of our community.
Wonderful. And Susie, as a founder, can you tell us what the driving force was for you?
I got involved with NAMI, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, about 15 years ago. And 5 years ago, one of my board members at NAMI Northside and I found out about the Clubhouse International concept. And we just sold on it and learned more about it and decided we needed to have one in Atlanta.
Okay. So who does Clubhouse serve?
Who wants to go first? Well, I've been the executive director for Clubhouse. I started on October 3rd. And I've jumped in, and it's been an amazing journey so far. And with Susie there at leading the way too, it's just been a wonderful experience. Clubhouse Atlanta serves adults 18 and older who have a diagnosed mental illness. And so it doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50, 60, all ages. And once you are a member for life.
Great.
And it's free.
And it's free.
Well, that's the best part. It's free. Okay. So what can a member of Clubhouse expect in terms of programs or activities?
And we are on the cusp of growing, but the main point of Clubhouse model, which is modeled after Clubhouse International, which for those who are listening today, there are over 350 clubhouses all around the world, including throughout the United States. For Clubhouse Atlanta, we are really one of the only ones in the greater Atlanta area. There's a clubhouse up in Rome, but we're the ones that really serve the model under Clubhouse International. So the kinds of things that we implement on a day-to-day basis, it falls under what's called the work order day. And what that's meant to do is designed to help members really begin to immerse themselves in what they could expect if they were going to work, so to speak, or going to school. It's to give members structure and something that they can look forward to and look towards. So we start with the work order day and moves into our culinary unit, which mostly every member who is there for the day will participate in, which is to provide, we make lunch, we eat together, we shop for the ingredients for those meals that the members decide that they'd like to try. And so we have that meal together And then during the afternoon, we'll either break into a wellness unit, which may include a walk in the park or a walk around the building, or a yoga class, or a mindful class. And then, or they may decide that they want to pursue furthering their education. So we'll offer a unit that is designed for them to learn whatever help they need navigating through the application process, or navigating for student loans, or just deciding what kind of coursework they like. Or we go into those who are interested and who are looking to further their job skills. There is the employment unit. And that's when members can sit down with another staff person and actually explore some employment opportunities, consider job skills that match their abilities and their desires, or what type of work skills they want to explore. So it's just a whole buzz of activities during the day, which we're aiming to bring in even more programming as the year goes on.
That sounds fantastic. Where is Clubhouse Atlanta located?
Susie?
Clubhouse Atlanta is presently at St. Patrick's Episcopal Church in Dunwoody on North Peachtree Road.
Okay.
We were very fortunate to be welcomed with open arms to start our clubhouse there. And Father Dick has just been fantastic. And if you will let me speak for a moment from my heart on really the reason I'm involved with this.
Please.
I had a son with mental illness, and he went to place after place, treatment programs, everything, and nothing worked. He didn't fit into any one of these programs. And when I found out about this concept, I just fell apart, because I said, this is what he needs. This is what a place that he could go in, be accepted just like he is. And if something didn't work, they'd say, okay, we'll try something else. And that is the concept that I fell in love with. And although I've lost my son, I love the members. I've known the members through their parents, and I'm just thrilled that we're able to offer this service.
That's wonderful, Susie. So speaking of the services that you all have described, any good program has got to have a really good staff. So can you talk about the staff that you have there at Clubhouse Atlanta?
I am so excited about our staff. We have actually, we are growing, and as our programming is growing, as more members come in, we have new staff, and we actually have two new staff. One just started today. Okay. She is coming on as our social service practitioner. Natasha Huggins Cupid is her name, really appropriate for Valentine's. Loving person. She's going to bring a lot of love and joy, especially to the members who are here. She has incredible experience and background, years of experience working with adults with mental illness, and also through the foster care program and youth programs. She's got advanced degrees in social work, and so she's going to bring some great energy to the program. She will be primarily working on our employment and education piece, where will be working with the business community and tying together the individuals, members who want to work with employers who need help with workers. So that'll be part of our transitional employment program, which will go on to our assisted program, our employment program, and then everything else along the way. Next Monday starts another new, our program manager, Dion Kerr, who also has decades of experience in the mental health field, also comes with some background knowledge of Clubhouse and the Clubhouse model. And he will be joining us as our program manager. And again, just like Natasha, He is just going to bring some enormous energy. I like to describe him as a big teddy bear because that's what he reminds me of, is a big teddy bear, and with a heart that goes along with it, which is really what we need, what our members need, is to feel that connection, feel that energy, and be able to be comfortable in getting to know and building those relationships with other members and with the staff too. And then of course, Cassandra Archer, who is our program director. She's been with Clubhouse. She'll just be celebrating her 2-year work anniversary this week. And she also brings a lot of experience, and she has built a great relationships with our existing members, and is excited about the direction and the growth that we're going with Clubhouse.
Wonderful. And with this talk about members, tell us how one can become a member of Clubhouse.
How long they can become a member?
What the process is to become a member.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Sure. So it usually starts with a member will contact us, and if you on our website there's a phone number where you can call or send us a message through info@clubhouseatlanta.org. But the first step is scheduling a tour, and that would be the first step, and for them to come and see what we're all about. The tour itself, because Clubhouse is meant to be a very open environment. So there's not a lot of little offices and cubby holes and places to show them, because it's just one big open space. But in that open space, there's so much that happens in that open space. So first part, that would be step one, taking a tour, checking the other, getting introduced to some of the other existing members that are there. And then we do ask that they complete a membership application, which gives us a background so that we understand where the needs are, what are the specific issues that they're experiencing, so that we know how we can best serve. So we ask them to complete that application. And once they do that, they start, and they're a member for life, and we never let them go.
Now, what are the days and times that Clubhouse is open for its members?
We have some staggering hours, but Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays, we're open 9 a.m. until 4 for the members. Wednesday, it's a shorter day. We're open 12 to 4. Our goal moving forward into the middle to latter part of 2023 is to extend those Clubhouse hours to include Fridays. Okay. But right now it's 4 days a week.
And does a member have the option of coming, some or all of those days? Or is it a, everyday commitment for a member?
It is purely voluntary.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's, if you get up in the morning and you're having a bad day and you don't feel like it, well, we're not dragging you here. You're here because you want to be.
Excellent. And with all of the work that Clubhouse is doing for its members, you've already pointed out that it's free, but there's certainly so much going on in terms of activities and programming and staff. So, how is Clubhouse funded? And are there things that, families or just people that are listening can do to help to further the goals of Clubhouse?
Susie, you want to take that one?
Oh, I think you do it beautifully.
Oh, there's so much that a family or an individual can do to help us. We're always looking for great volunteers.
Okay.
Volunteers to either help us with our strategic planning and developing future programming ideas, concepts, assisting with our special events, assisting with our fundraising activities. Just like any nonprofit, we receive our revenues and funding through individual donors. We also receive a good deal of funding through foundations, private foundations and public foundations. We are just now embarking on government funding. So we're really trying to diversify where all of that funding comes from, because you're right. There is absolutely no cost to the member. So how do you fuel something like this that operates day in and day out without some kind of a revenue generating? And so that's really what we rely on. We rely on individual donors, foundations, major donors, and events. And you'll be learning more about some of those events as the year goes on, and maybe through this conversation. But and if you do feel like you would like to make a contribution, it's pretty darn easy. You just go right straight to our website, look for donate, click it, and you're there.
And what is the website for our viewers and listeners?
Sure, it's clubhouseatlanta.org, www.clubhouseatlanta.org.
Excellent. Are there any special events that Clubhouse has coming up that you would like to share?
Yes. Yes, there is, in fact. April 29th, we are going to be partnering with the NAMI Northside affiliate. NAMI, as I mentioned earlier, is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And when I was involved there, we started a mental health fair for the community, for people to come in, and we have booths, we have tables set up with all the resources that we could possibly get in one room for families to come around and meet people that are out there and what they do and people that can help them. And so this will be, the first one was in 2015. And so this is the first time Clubhouse has been involved, but we've decided to join together and make this one big deal. And we're having it at the Clubhouse. Like I said, that's at St. Patrick's Episcopal Church in Dunwoody on April 29th, which is a Saturday from 10 to 2. And we welcome any and everybody that wants to come and gather information that can help. We have people represented with helping people with their social SSI benefits. And we have people there on housing, different types of housing, all kinds of different resources. So they're excited about that. And we'd love for everybody to be there.
That sounds fantastic. So as you know, I know that you have described this event as, being a resource for the community. And certainly there are members of the community who are listening or watching this podcast who may be a provider of resources. So is there a particular way that, let's say, there is a therapist that says, I work with, individuals that have mental health needs. I would love to, participate and maybe set up a table. So how can potential vendors reach you to talk about being available for the event?
Denise, I would say you are the one, and then you can pass it on. I think, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. Easiest way for them to just send an email to me or to info@clubhouseatlanta.org.
Okay.
Or my name, Denise, DENISE, at clubhouseatlanta.org. And I'll be right. I'll call you instantly. I promise. You won't have to wait around. We're excited. We're just too excited to have everyone join us and to not only support a great organization like NAMI and NAMI Northside, but to really see who we are and come to our house, because this is our house.
Yeah. And the event is free, and we are serving lunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's if I can, Angel, there's also another event coming up that we are extremely excited about partnering with, again, with NAMI Northside. We're right here at Clubhouse, we will be offering or co-hosting with NAMI Northside their peer-to-peer class, which is an 8-week class, 1 day a week, and it will be on a Thursday from 2:30 until 4:30, and that will start on March 9th, and will go through until just before the health fair, which will end in April. So that we're really thrilled about that, and that's for individuals who are experiencing mental health issues, to give them tools and resources and help them understand also that they're just not alone in this journey, and that they can come together with other peers and talk about and learn more about mental health. So that's that. And then we would love for you all too to join us for our Lunch and Learn series. You know, I wasn't going to let that go without mentioning. Okay, so because we've got a really special guest coming in March.
Yes,
Miss Anjel Burgess, who will be here in the flesh, talking about SSI and SSDI. And I can't wait to have you join us for that event in February. On February 27th, we are also having a financial literacy presentation from Compass Wealth, and lunches I provide. Come and have lunch with us. Enjoy the discussion, and we just can't wait for Anjel to be here.
And you'll be learning how to manage your money. So in February. So
So it sounds like the Lunch and Learn. So is the Lunch and Learn a series where you'll have, different professionals come in to provide some information and resources?
That's how it's evolving. We just launched it in January. It was our very first Lunch and Learn. We had a session from Dr. Lakeisha Izzard, or Izzy. We call her Dr. Izzy, and she gave a discussion on embracing your self-care. So we're looking for a variety of different topics. So even if there's someone who's listening today who is an expert on a topic, give me a call, send us a note. We would love to get you scheduled. And, it's just a great opportunity and for our members to also explore different areas and discussions that we normally wouldn't have on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
So
this has been so great to hear about all the exciting things that you all have going on at Clubhouse Atlanta. Are there any other, details, events, tips, anything else that you would like to share with our audience?
Well, we went to the Denise and I attended the Mental Health Day fair. Mental Health Day at the Capitol a couple of weeks ago, and it was announced that it was the year of the peer.
Mhm.
And so we're right in the middle of it. We're just ready to be involved and to cheer our peers on for the year.
We're ready.
Hopefully get a lot of advocacy work done and bills passed. So a lot of things are happening.
That is fantastic. And Clubhouse Atlanta is right in the middle of those things. So
Oh, yeah.
that's great. Kudos to you all for, the wonderful service that you are providing to the community. It has been a pleasure to talk with both of you today. I thank you for your time and coming to share with us all, the wonderful things that you all have going on at Clubhouse Atlanta. So again, I would like to thank my special guests, Denise Brodsky, who's the Executive Director, and Susie Kyle, who is a founder and co-board chair at Clubhouse Atlanta. This has been the DisabiliTEA, and we are looking forward to talking with you next time. Thank you.
You've been listening to the DisabiliTEA with Anjel Burgess. Thank you for your positive reviews, comments, and sharing the show with others. You can catch prior episodes at www.disabilityhelpline.com and on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and more.